Okay. Let me just double check a couple things, guys. I do apologize again for the. We got noise. Yeah, we got sound. You hear my boiler in the back. Had some technical difficulties again because I forgot when I was doing some stuff when it was cloudy out. I forgot that I kind of hooked up my Eagle to my hotspot and didn't change it back to my network. So that being said, we are good to go. And just in time because it's just starting to get dark out. And I'm going to wait a couple of minutes and I'm going to see what we will see. And I'm going to turn the comments on. Okay, we got one person. All right, rock and roll. We got two people. Here we got three people. All right, keep it coming. Keep it coming. So I'm just going to share this to a couple of groups first, if you guys don't mind. I'm just going to use my cell phone to do that because it's a lot easier that way. So if you could just give me 1 second. And of course, I can't find my cell phone right now. I got too much stuff going on here. Did I leave it outside? And of course, it was in my jacket pocket, so I apologize about that. And is that inside the Eagle? Yes, we are inside the Eagle. And I'm going to just share this real quick. To a couple of people, to a couple of groups. Let's share it to the Backyard Astro Imaging Club, to Astro World Astronomy, and that, and that, and that, and that, and that, and that. This is the Eagle Pro, Iceheart. This is the Eagle Pro. So, I figured if I'm going to spend this kind of money on it, I'm just going to go all the way and get the best. So I don't have to worry about anything um, as far as upgrading crap and stuff like that. Because the Eagle S and the Eagle Q, and actually those are the only two besides mine that I have experience with. They're good. They're good. It's just a little slower. I'm more like I want it now. I want it now. So So I like things to be fast. I like things to run around. Rob Morgan mentioned me in a comment. Hi Rob, how you doing? All right, oh, there we go. It came up finally. Okay. So I'm getting all the. I'm getting good at this kind of. I'm getting excited with this streaming thing. So it's not getting bad. It's very easy. This program allows you to do a couple of things. So I'm just gonna do just a couple more shares before people get mad at me. And so basically, what I want to do, and I just want to go through it really quick if you want to take a look at it before the show tonight, and that's all I'll do for right now. I want to go through a little bit about Sequence Generator Pro. I have the poor man's eagle strapping a mini PC to the telescope. Well, like someone once told me, it's not the poor man's eagle. You bought a Porsche, you just bought the cheapest Porsche on the lot. It's okay. You know, listen, I did the mini PC as a matter of fact for my. Hold on. For my other rig, which I have the 200L and QH163 on it, I have a mini PC too. So there's nothing wrong with this. There's nothing wrong with doing something like this at all. You know, the Eagle, you know, it's more like buying Calvin Klein jeans. It's a fashion statement, but you know what? It works super well. It's got a super fast, it's Windows 10, just like this. This is not a problem. I use it, it's great, and it works perfectly. So there's nothing wrong with that. So that being said, we're going to go into the Eagle. We're going to take a look a little bit, not a lot, about what I do as far as Sequence Generator Pro is concerned, and setting up my sequence for tonight. So I'm doing, before we get into this, I'm doing RGB. I'm going to take a look at some histograms tonight after I polar align. And I'm going to be doing a couple of things before we start the show tonight. Now, we have the show tonight also, so don't forget the show. The show tonight, 9 o'clock, Astro World TV and Backyard Astro Imaging Club. Our collaboration, we're coming up on, I think, episode 9. So we've been doing this since February 12th. This is crazy. I can't believe this is going so long. But people have been coming on and watching, so I appreciate the support, and Tim appreciates the support. Don't forget the Backyard Astro Imaging Club. Join us there. Join us at Astro World TV on YouTube and Astro World on Facebook. Hit us on all of them, and let's talk a little bit about astrophotography. So that being said, let's jump right in. And if I get a little confused, I got 3 different computers floating around. So if you see me going crazy, that's why. Okay. So we're gonna go into Sequence Generator Pro, and of course, it's gonna tell me I need an update probably. Okay, and this opens up. I got 2 different sequences going on. For those of you guys who don't know anything about Sequence Generator Pro, we can start from the beginning a little bit. There's a couple of things you got to do, and this thing is actually an awesome all-in-one thing. And don't get me wrong, SharpCap does a lot of good things. I use SharpCap for my polar alignment. I use this for the rest. I use other things, and so there's a lot of things going on as far as different pieces of software that you use throughout the entire astrophotography imaging session. You'll find yourself using different programs for different things. Certain things do things a little better. So let's see. So that being said, so we're going to go into, I'm going to open up my regular sequence file, which is here. And then run. So it has all the sequences that I've made already. All these things are things that I have been or was working on. That's not my photo. That's the Deep Sky Survey photo. But these are all stuff that I've been working on throughout the, whatever. So today I don't have a sequence for this telescope and for this and for this setup. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a sequence for the Whirlpool M51. So I already have all my equipment set up here, and if you guys don't know, before you start off all this, you need to set up your equipment here. This is my equipment set up here. Camera, your filter wheel, your focuser, what telescope you got. Hi George, how you doing? M101 woodwork too. I was kind of not sure which one to do. Maybe we'll do a little bit of both. I don't know. I'll probably just stick to M51. I did M101 with my 127 before I sold it for the 80. I wish I still had the 127. Probably should have kept it. But eventually what I'll do is I'll get some sort of larger refractor eventually to replace it. Maybe a carbon fiber. I've heard some weird things about heat dispersion with the carbon fiber. Maybe I'll get something that maybe I'll get a 127 Esprit, or a 120 Esprit. I don't have a 127, but maybe I'll get whatever. Even though it's $3,200. Maybe when all this is over and we could all afford to buy food again, then we can buy telescope stuff again. So that being said, this is where you set up all your equipment, all of your ASCOM drivers, all your plate solving stuff, your auto guiding stuff, everything that you want to do. Not a lot of questions in there, so if you have questions, just shoot them on out. But you really want to go through this very well. And I'll just go through this very slowly, very quickly. These down here, your angle, your scale, your readout noise, and your pixel size, you could get everything here, these three things down, you could get from astronomy tools, astronomy calculators. There's a whole bunch of other stuff out there that you get. All you gotta do is know your focal length, your pixel size. You throw in the information in there, and it'll give you your scale. Okay. I have it cooled down to negative 15 degrees Celsius. I have a filter wheel. I have a bit of echo. Do we have a bit of echo? Hold on, let me get my headset on. I think I just fixed it. Check.
You're gonna have one of these tonight.
Okay. That's my wife, guys.
Hi.
Hi. Let me see. Check 1 2. Is this not working? Check 1 2. I think I know what it is, but where is it? HP remote desktop. Change audio. I got a bunch of stuff going on. Oh, I see what it is. Tell me if that's better. Let's see. Clear all. Check 1 2. I think I just had to change some stuff. it's not that, it's a setting somewhere. So just give me 1 second, guys. I apologize. Too low. Too low. Too high. I know. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. How's that? That should be better. Check 1 2. My. Oh. Hold on a second. There we go. That should be good. Tell me if it's good, guys. I hear Faraba change, Leon perfect. Okay, thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Tell me if it's too loud. It sounds too loud in the cans, but I had. See, I did something stupid. When it's something, if it's not broke, don't fix it. You know, so I took everything and I tried to clean up my desktop. So I took everything and I dumped it into a folder. And it moved all my files, including my audio files. Studio quality. Nice. I love it. We got, don't forget, in 1 hour, we got the Astroworld TV show going on. And we got Tim Cowell coming on again. Him and I have collaborated over the past couple of weeks to do Astroworld and talk about astrophotography. And I could sing a bit. You want me to sing a bit? The summer wind came blowing in from across the sea. Sorry. Anyway, a little bit of a crooner here. So, okay, whatever. All right, so I got the filter wheels. You can set your filters here and set up whatever slots you have. I have an 8-slot filter wheel. That's where they are on each side. So slot number 1 has my luminance, 2 has my red, green, blue, S2, CLS, CCD, HA, and O3. I think Rob's making fun of me a little bit. That's okay. You could actually put all this stuff in there. I kind of don't. I do an autofocus exposure. I do a 3-second exposure for autofocus. A lot of people say that's too long. That's okay. It works for me. So again, it's all about your rig and how you set it up. I will cancel that. Focuser. There's my Moonlight focuser. My fine focus step is 10. My coarse focus is 100. I use autofocus all the time, and I auto adjust focus per filter. So every time the filter changes, it's going to do an autofocus. Now, even though that my LRGB is supposedly, the Astrodons is supposedly parfocal, which means no matter which one you put in there, should be focused fine, but I still do it anyway. I'm a little weird like that. I think it's a good practice to do it anyway. Telescope driver, so whichever telescope driver you use, so if you have Celestron, if you have whatever, it would be there. I use EQ mod. I let the mount settle for 2 seconds. My scope focal length. Plate solving, I use Plate Solve 2. Some people use All Sky Plate Solver. You could use whatever you want. Some people use CPWI for Celestron. And you can set your pixel error and your how many times you attempt to center, and which filter you want to use to plate solve, if any at all. Auto guiding, many people use PhD guiding. These are my settings for PhD 2. I use a high dither every 3 frames, so just remember, if you do it every 3 frames, ASTAP is awesome, especially if you want your tilt and your curvature. Very good stuff. I'm not sure what else you use ASTAP for. I know it's a very powerful program. Leon, if you want to, come on and let us know about it. You want to come on during the show and talk about it? Let me know. We'll bring you on, Leon. Because I don't know much about it. I do have it. And I can share the screen. And let me know.
Are you gonna come and eat?
Oh, guys, I got to go eat. Plate solving. Oh, okay. So you use that stuff for plate solving. That's fine. And then other, if you have a flat box, an automatic flat box. I don't. I have a manual flat box, but I also have a rotator, so my rotator is there. And that's it. So, guys, you got to give me about 10 minutes. I apologize. I got to go eat. Yeah, I know. I wanted to do a little bit more. But I got to go eat. So I'll come back. I'll eat. I'll come back. I'll leave this running for a little bit. And you guys can play around and look and see. I'll be back. fed. Hello, Bill. Yes. Okay. Okay. So we're in our eagle here. All right. So let's set up, and we got it's getting a little. It got about 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and then I got to get off because I got to set up the other show. But let's talk about setting up a new. Why is this beeping at me? There we go. And the thing that's great about Sequence Generator Pro is that it crashes all the time. I don't know what just happened. Maybe because I let it go so long. Let's load this back up. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna go under Window. We're gonna go Tools. We're gonna go under Framing and Mosaic Wizard. Okay, and we're gonna do M51 for the whirlpool. Wait for it to pop up. And there is M51. It's a little bit little overexposed. We could change all that, but I mean we could do that. Yeah, well, that's what it is. It's not really messing around. Okay, and then all you do is draw your little square, and because it knows your chip size, that's your chip size, and you can frame it however you want. So I see we got some nice galaxies up there. You got the big ones there. You got some nice stars. Let's see if we get. No, let's do that. It's a little bit off center, and that's okay. I kind of like that little red star there, though. And let's do that. No, Tarek, I've been in and out. I've been eating. I've been doing whatever, and I actually got to get off this to start the other show. So I'm just doing a little thing on Sequence Generator Pro and the Framing and Mosaic Wizard. All right. So that's what we're looking at right now, and that looks pretty good. Even though it is off center, I kind of like that this is over there. I like this little star here. I don't see any stars that are kind of cut off. Maybe that star's cut off a little bit. That's good. Crop that out later. And we're going to leave that the way it is. I'm not going to rotate it. If I wanted to rotate it, I could actually rotate because I have a rotator. So it doesn't matter. 0 or 360. Doesn't matter. Okay. We're just going to do one tile. That's the field of view. That's the size. That's my pixel size. And then we're going to create sequence. We're going to do M51. And we're going to append. And then we hit OK. Success, one target created. So then we're going to go back here. Go down to M51. And we don't want IC405 anymore. That was something I was working on last time. And M51, we're going to highlight it. So there's nothing here. This is an 8. My voice is low? Really? I heard it was... Hello? Okay. It is a little low. I'll turn it up. How's that? That better? Let me know if that's better. And this is like an 8 Bortle sky. 8. Ugh. Horrible. Tell me if I need more. I can pump it up more. I want to see a result at the end. Oh my goodness. It never ends. I could do a, I guess, I could probably do a kind of live stack. I could do that. But right now, what we're going to do is, there we go. Hi, John. How you doing? Thank you for the feedback. Appreciate it. And why does that do that? It's horrible. There we go. All right. So an easy way to do this, some people know how to do this, some people don't. But if you have a lot of stuff here, and you have different galaxies and stuff like that, I think I have an M101 here. Let's see if it saved anything. Yeah, so it's got everything set already. I could take all these events and copy them to here. Okay, so if I go here, I think, no, that's not it. Right click, yeah, right click and copy events from M101. Boom. And so now it's going to copy everything that's in M101. I'll have to go through it, but at least it's a starting point. I have to do all this other garbage. Okay, so I'm going to do LRGB. I'll probably just do maybe, I don't know. Let's figure it out. So right now, I have just LRGB. And get that flat out of there. I don't know why the flat's there. Okay, so we're gonna do LRGB, and I'm gonna start with the luminance, but I'm gonna uncheck all these for now. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna do one exposure of 30 seconds. And remember what I said. I wanted to see how long it would get me to not blow out the photo in a Bortle 8 sky. So I'm gonna take a picture. I'm gonna look at the histogram, and I'm gonna try and get that histogram, which is right here, this guy right here. We're gonna try and get that guy so where the peak is about here, about 40-50%. I don't want it up here because then things are going to get blown out. The background sky is going to get blown out. I want the peak around right there. And then I'm going to stop. And I'm going to see what it is. Whatever exposure it is, we're going to keep it for all filters the same. You know, even though the red's a little darker, green's a little bit darker, whatever, you know, it's a little difference. But we're going to keep it all the same. I do have a CLS in there. I use it sometimes. I don't use it all the time. I've been doing a lot of narrowband, and I hear things behind me. So what we're gonna do now? We're gonna connect the camera. Gonna connect the filter wheel. Connect the focuser. Connect the mount. Flat box, rotator. And there is an easier way to do that. If you go out to Tools, Connect All, or Control Shift C, either one, you connect all and disconnect all with Control Shift D. We're going to unpark this sucker. I do have, like I said, I do have a CLS. It's a CLS CCD. Basically, I really haven't been using it much. I have been doing a lot of RGB, so I've been doing a lot of narrowband with, but now, who knows? We'll see if I can get this RGB down to a point where I'm not blowing out the background sky, and we'll see. All right, so first thing we've got to do is polar align, because we haven't done that yet. Okay, so I use SharpCap for that. And I'm going to be running in and outside so you guys can watch the screen while I do things. Okay. We'll minimize that guy, cameras, and 178. That is my guide cam. Okay, and I do have a profile for focus, and load that guy up. Okay, it's still a little bright out, but it's not so bad. I could probably get a good polar alignment. I got a lot of stars out. So we're going to go Tools, Polar Align. Okay, and it's solved already. Awesome. I got 8, 10, 9 stars going. And this is how quick and easy it is to plate solve. Okay? So you can, by checking the box, where is it, automatically advance. I like to press the buttons, whatever. Moon won't help your broadband. Yeah, I know iHeart. The moon is not going to help. Although the moon is hidden a little bit behind the trees and houses for at least a little bit. And I'm actually going away from the moon. The moon's going this way, and the target is going this way. So it's not going to be great, but you know what? It's the only night that I have to do things, and there's not a lot of narrowband targets out right now that are accessible from my backyard. So we're going to do next. I'll say now rotate the RA axis. So I'm going to go to my EQ mod, move it up a little bit. Okay. And I'm going to move it to the west. And you can start seeing it move. I'm not that far off. Keeps on telling me to rotate further. See? Rotate further. Okay. So now it's saying polar alignment error is poor, which is expected. Okay. So now I'm going to be running in and outside. One day I want you to sum all single exposure, one frame from each filter and send it to me. Tarek, I could do that. I got a bunch of data. I have no problem sending you either narrowband or broadband shots. Tell me a couple of targets that you want. Well, that's kind of crazy. I'll tell you what I have. You tell me what you want. I'll drop it in a Dropbox and or a Google Drive, and you can play around with it. Knock yourself out. I'd love to see the difference between your skies and mine. I would love to see that, especially with the same processes of, you know, some people do things differently with processing. So I'm going to run in and outside. Okay. And I'm going to need my laptop to come with me. I take off my headset. One target from a galaxy. I don't have a lot of galaxies, to be honest with you. I've been doing a lot of nebulosity because of the 80 millimeter. So I can give you nebulas, no problem. I got plenty of iris, plenty of jellyfish, plenty of heart nebula. I got a whole bunch of stuff. But let me go polar line this sucker. it's fine. Okay, I'm back. So I messed up my polar alignment routine, but I made it better. I made it better. Okay, so I don't know if you saw what I did, but what I did is um, I when I polar aligned. So if I'm shooting west, I'll rotate west. If I'm shooting east, I'll rotate east. Okay, so that's the first part. So I'll sit there and I'll do east or west. I'll polar align either this way or this way, depending on your on your orientation. After that, I'll hit restart and I'll go next, and I'll let it polar align still in that previous position. Then I'll let it solve, hit next, and then park the scope. So now it's facing north, and then I'll do it again. Don't know if it makes it any better, but it seems to get better as the night goes on. So and that being said, and that's it. We just start off with, we get out of sharp cap now. Okay, we go back to here, and then we're going to do one light of M51. So we're just going to run the sequence. Actually, I can't. Nope. I got to check my focus control first. I want to go to, I know my focus control is a little bit, say about 4,000. That's where my steps are. If you're at 0 and the focus won't move, it'll give you an error. So it'll say it's too far in. It doesn't give you a spot. So I know where my basic starting point is, and you should as well. You can't see my screen. Oh. That's odd. Did I lose my internet connection there? This is moving really slow for some reason. Oh, because it came inside, that's why it lagged off. So sorry about that. There we go. Now you should see my screen. Why isn't it sticking? There we go. Okay. So I'm just going to do one light. Okay. Sorry about that. We're having massive technical difficulties. Am I sick? It's allergies. It's not. I'm not sick for anything. It's just running it inside of the cold. It's cold outside, so I don't have a jacket on. But I'm okay. I'm not sick like that sick. So we're just gonna do one light, 30 seconds, and we're gonna run the sequence. Oh no, it's okay. No, I don't want to do that. So when I park the scope, it's still parked. I gotta unpark, set the tracking, and run sequence. Everything turns on. It's gonna turn on the guiding. It's gonna do everything. Yeah, I know, Tarek. I always got nose issues and stuff like that. It's a big mess. It's not. I'm not sick. I got no fever. I got no cough. I've been home since last Monday. So, not last Monday. am I talking about? I've been home. Let's see. Since Saturday, so I mean I'm about 5 days in. So, yeah, it's an Atlas. My mount is an Atlas. So yeah, HEQ5. Very similar. And I gotta get what's his name on the line. So guys, if you could give me about 15 minutes, and I'm gonna set up the other show while this is doing an autofocus, and I'm gonna set up the other show. So come on the next line and ask all your questions as we come on. And I gotta stop this stream and we're gonna start a new stream. So I'll see you guys in a little bit, and Tim will be with me and we'll be good to go. All right? I will see you guys later.